serving as chairman of the East Dallas Chamber of Commerce in 1992 and 3 and 4, we had an opportunity to make sure that we took 75, which was at grade, and got the money by gathering us all together and saying we now had come to an agreement of what 75 would look like. As a member of Congress, I personally took the responsibility with what was called an earmark for 635 and 75 changes for the money to come here. We could not get it done through the legislature in Austin. Houston at that time was going through the growth pains and was demanding and getting most of the money. I had that opportunity to get that as an earmark here, fought very diligently to handle that. Secondly, Trinity River. The Trinity River is a project that I've worked on a bipartisan basis with 4 mayors, with Eddie Bernice Johnson, with the Corps of Engineers, and we've worked very, very diligently to make sure that we stay after that project. It has brought bridges that put together east, west, meaning downtown and the west side of this community. It's brought together Oak Cliff, and it has been an advantage. When there was a problem highlighted 2 years ago, the Lake Louisville Dam, 2 members of Congress that were impacted the most came to me to get it solved. I did that very effectively. We moved forward to make sure they had the money, we made sure they got the fix, and we publicly made sure that the facts of the case were understood by people there in Louisville and all the way downstream. We handled it professionally and to completion.
You're out of time. Since tariffs on imported goods have already cost Texas businesses, including companies located in the 32nd District, hundreds of millions of dollars. If you're reelected, what will you do to stop this huge financial burden on those businesses and others in Texas?
Sam, thank you very much. We spoke just a minute ago about Holly Frontier. We spoke very clearly about fossil. These are not minor issues. These involve thousands of employees, very important to this congressional district. I think it's important for us to look at, Sam, how Wall Street also is looking at what this administration is attempting to do. Prior administrations always say, we don't like what's happening to China. We wish we could do something about it, but no one ever does. Wall Street understands, and they've got the analysts that have a lens that very carefully looks at the greater good, how large the market is, instead of just individual piece parts. The stock market, it understands and is completely in favor of the overall fight that is happening. China they've been bullies in the marketplace. They steal not only our intellectual property and our secrets, but they take advantage of America. And Donald Trump, yes, Donald Trump, but also Wall Street and business understands we've got to fight this battle to win. And we've got to do that so that free markets, intellectual property, and the opportunity for the American consumer to not be held hostage anymore. I am willing to work with them because I think I see it headed.
Strong to put your party over what's good for your constituents. This is clearly hurting Texas, and we're not saying that China's not a bad actor. China has been a bad actor, but this irresponsible use of tariffs, basically starting it with a Twitter war and deciding that we're just going to escalate and escalate and escalate with no end in sight, is deeply, deeply hurting our economy. It's hurting us here in Texas.
Gives corporations a vehicle with which to make unlimited expenditures on political advertising, giving a vastly disproportionate voice to a relatively small number of actors. Now, how would you propose, Mr. Allred, reforming campaign finance laws to level the playing field?
Well, absolutely. And I have taken the step of not accepting any corporate PAC money intentionally to make sure that people of Texas 32 know that no one has their hooks in me, that there is no corporation that I am serving, there is no master that I must get business done for when I am in Congress. My opponent has taken a very different route. He's one of the largest recipients of corporate PAC money in the country. And I do believe that that reduces confidence in our democracy. When I talk to people, they are deeply concerned about the role of money in our democracy, that their voices are being drowned out by those who have so much money that they can purchase whatever they want. Our democracy must not be for sale. So there are a few fundamental steps that I think we should take. I do.
Are you in favor of all that the money that's in the system, for instance, like union and other areas that they would have to report?
No, I think we need to hear from Mrs. Evans.
Well, I would say to you, that's the difference. You see, all corporate and PACs are under very strict laws. And it is true. I do receive corporate PAC contributions, like the realtors, like the AMA, like the opportunity for people who want to have jobs of people who build roads and bridges, like people who provide health care in this country. I am being outspent 2-1 right now by PACs you've never even heard of. Never even heard of them. And then with the information, if you look at the fine print, it's off a vote I made in 2002 and 2003. That was when we voted for, and the circumstance is, Medicare Part D prescription drug. That's right, I did vote for it, and it works great. But it's not a government-run system. It is not a government-run system, and the people who are attacking me want to make light of that they believe that a government-run healthcare system and pharmaceutical would do a better job. I would have people understand this. That is a battle that is being fought, and we're going to win this by allowing people to have the money to get the health care plan that they would choose, everyone on the level playing field.
Should the federal government make on or in early childhood education?
Thank you very much. The early childhood education, as we know, Dallas, Texas is one of the leaders in this country. We have at least 7 different schools which are established privately by people of wealth in the city of Dallas, Texas. And they have found that they are in the top 5% of Head Start programs. They are producing a better opportunity for children, given stability and teamwork in classes. This is something we should be proud of in Dallas. We have seen where our school system has reinvented itself. Here in Dallas, Texas, DISD, where they have some of the schools with the best scores, they now cater to people because instead of the format when I went to public school, they now have these individual programs that might be law magnet. There might be something for nursing and healthcare. We need to continue to adapt ourselves. And I would say this, as we know, every single child, citizen or non-citizen, is allowed in our schools. So, if we will continue this process of learning and getting away from the government interference, which is why President Obama signed a law doing away with the No Child Left Behind. No Child Left Behind was a terrible problem, and we're now moving past that.
To Head Start. Head Start is a critical program that has changed lives. It changed mine. I went to a pre-K here in Dallas, funded edition, that would have moved us closer towards peace. When we do
This has been a piece part of a plan that has existed for a number of years. And I think it's interesting now that we hear it all has to be a package deal. Package deals may or may not be done. The move that was made here was a very bold move by the President, by the Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, and by Nikki Haley, who has proved in. And I think our friendship with Israel recognizes it. We made progress rather than counting on others for an agreement. I'm very, very proud of what we've done and been supporting for years. Tonight you have an opportunity to see firsthand that this is an important discussion, debate, and opportunity for all the people of this congressional district. I will tell you that the differences, as we spoke about, are very sharp, and they are different. And the differences are those that I believe that this congressional district is the epicenter of free enterprise in this country. Free enterprise means that we not only produce jobs, but we're home to some of the largest corporations in this country. They're called employers. They call Dallas, Texas home. And many of them have even come to Dallas over the past few years because of the failures of other states that have already done exactly what my opponent is saying we should do for the country. And I would say to you,